Show me why you got that one go down, mama way for you. I was telling you to play on every song. Cause I know you want to dance, know you want to buy. Baby, hold my hand, and then take me for a ride. Know you want to dance, baby, don't be shy. You get on my hand, oh baby, show me, baby. Come show me emotion, baby, show me. Oh lady, oh, come show me emotion, baby, show me. Oh baby, come show me emotion, baby, show me. Oh lady, oh, lady, oh. To the right, hold on, one time, oh yeah. To the right, hold on, one time, side, oh yeah. To the left, hold on, one time, oh yeah. To the right, left, hold on, some kind of way. I got you my head, no more. Together.
We'll say, it's time for Christmas, the only Christmas. It is time to sing a song of joy. It's time for Christmas, the only Christmas. It is time to celebrate again. It's time for Christmas time, where the Son of God was born in a manger. They laid the baby boy for the world to share his love and to live in harmony. Thank God for this gift. This light shines in the world.
I can swear, I can joke, I feel something.
It's Hamley Enterprises Limited, located at the Police Academy Junction, is a shipping agency ready to handle your goods from China to Liberia. We handle all from our warehouses in China. No need to stress yourself. We take care of your goods, and you can pick them up from our offices at the Police Academy Junction. We also sell solar products and can order solar grade of all sizes for you, and installations are guaranteed by our technicians. We also do professional t-shirt printing for all occasions. Contact us on telephone number 0880-340-117 or 0775-374-480 or our WhatsApp number 678-386-2499. It's Hamley Enterprises Limited, your shipping agency, ready to serve you.
Baby from Dubai, we go Congo. Inside my condo, we go dance to Suazondo.
No, you tell them, send you better here. A jailer to say they swear you with the whole pin business. When you pin how you will die. In fact, I prophesy that you will pin the hole the very year, and that's the same quality pin and you will use. People, whenever you want to pin your house, so make it low jala new money so it can't fail. Use a same quality pin. Same quality pin can in all color, even more than some rainbow. You can get Zizi quality pin as a pin the rail and mean road, Police Academy Junction. They open from Monday to Saturday, from 8 in the morning to 5 in the evening. Or you can call 0770-496-273 and 0770-496-274. Those are I tell you, when you think Zizi, think quality.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that SendWave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download SendWave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. SendWave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the program. You're watching, you're listening to the Costa Show. Today is Wednesday, December 29th, 2021. The time in Monrovia is 7:30 a.m. The time in Delaware is 2:30 a.m. And it's good to be here. Good morning, Bwaka.
Good morning, Costa, and good morning to our many listeners, home and abroad. The Wednesday's edition, the midweek, we are here again.
We certainly are. So we're hearing that the other counties, some of them at least, are considering filing a protest against the volleyball team of Grand Crew because the president is playing for them. Have you heard that?
I saw him yesterday, but I haven't.
Yeah, anyway, folks, for those of you who might be confused what it is we're talking about, yesterday I woke up to photographs of President George Weah. It is as if every day this guy just gives us something new to talk about. He loves to be talked about anyway. He enjoys it and he thinks it helps him, but it doesn't. We woke up yesterday to pictures of the president donned in his Grand Crew volleyball team jersey with his teammates, and he's playing alongside them for Grand Crew County in the national county meet on the volleyball team.
Yeah.
And he wasn't just doing it for fun. I mean, he was all the way in, part of the team, playing all the way. So I'm told the other counties feel that it is unfair that the president would be playing. It's a distraction that you'll be playing for them. And for the, I mean, look, you remember I told you yesterday, Bwaga, you were talking about what the opposition people are doing, the president just having a free ride, he's talking. But let me say this one to you. Let me say this to you, Bwaga. There is nothing anybody can say or do that would make Mr. Weah stop behaving the way Mr. Weah is behaving. He loves it. The man is having the best time of his life. He's got free money. He isn't working. He doesn't go to work. And he's just enjoying himself, Walker. That's all. We should just plan now and be preparing to how we'll run the country after 2023. Because Mr. Weah is not going to change. He's not going to stop having fun. He's having the best time of his life, Walker. Never before in Mr. Weah's life has he enjoyed as much as he's enjoying now. Especially having all our money without doing anything for it. So it's great. He's not going to stop. I mean, what is the incentive for him to stop? Pray you tell me. There is none. In fact, he thinks that this makes him connect with the people. He actually thinks that this makes him more relatable. You know, but what he doesn't realize is that you're not running for office. You are already in office. The people would like to have the president behave in a mature, responsible, and serious manner. You can't be every day and the thing is, you're doing this on our dime and our time.
Yeah.
The president wasn't playing volleyball during office hours. He was playing during the afternoon hours. On a Tuesday, on a freaking Tuesday when he should be working. I mean, is that nothing for this man to do? How is it that the leader of a whole country of 5 million people with a terrible economy and tons of problems to fix would be out there having fun on a Tuesday afternoon, Boakai? Pray you tell me, my boy. Is there nothing to do? Is there absolutely nothing to do on a Tuesday afternoon?
Absolutely nothing. And people are there defending him. His finance minister Samuel Toy saying, "Your poor Boaka, your pay your debt."
My man, listen to me, Boaka.
You pay your debt. Your poor Boaka on the fee for local.
Just forget that thing. His people will always defend him. Don't hear but them defending him. At the end of the day, Mr. Weah keeps making this thing easier for us. He keeps doing that. Because what he thinks is that people are going to look at George Weah in 2023 and they're going to say, you know what? Any mistake to re-elect this guy or to not rally around and ensure that he does not get re-elected, we're all doomed. Because the things he's doing now, you think is anything. Well, until God forbid he gets re-elected. Hey, you boy, just wait until you get 6 more years. All the things he wants to do now, the extent he would like to go now, that he is reluctant to go, he will go there.
Well, I don't know. I don't know his advisors are advising him also because at this time where he should be rebranding himself.
That is why you people don't know George Weah. Those of you who don't know George Weah, like you, Boakai, that's what you talk about advisors. Mr. Weah does not have advisors. Nobody advises Mr. Weah. He does not take advice. Everybody, Mr. Weah acts like he knows it all. You're in the room with a man, he will want to talk about everything, including the economy, including finance, including agriculture. He acts like he knows it all. You know, this is a man with very low self-esteem, with a very shallow intellect. But he tries to act like he's the smartest guy in the room. I'm telling you, it's serious. I've been in the room many times with George Weah. He wants to come across as the smartest guy in the room. And he says the most ridiculous things. But nobody can laugh. Everybody has to agree with him. So he's not the guy who's going to sit down there and let you come and lecture him on what you think you know. He's going to try to dabble into everything and act like he knows this one, he knows that one. That's how George Weah is.
So, cause if he thinking that way now, that he shouldn't be advised by anybody, then he should sit as an individual and to start thinking, say, oh, there's time for me to rebrand and prepare myself.
Let me tell you something. This is the problem you all make again. You see, you don't understand. My man, I know George Weah. You don't. Most people don't know him. I know him. This is the mistake you all make. Mr. Weah doesn't think that there is a problem. This is the mistake you all make. You think Mr. Weah thinks that he has a problem. Does he look like he got a problem? This is the president of a republic who goes to play football or volleyball in the afternoon. Sometime a few months ago, before COVID got really worse, he used to go to what the place name? At the basketball court.
Yeah.
YMCA. He would block traffic to play basketball. So you don't understand. Mr. Weah does not think that there's a problem. You can only be alarmed when you think that there's a problem. All Mr. Weah knows that he's doing a great job, a perfect job, that the likes of you and myself were insignificant. We are opposition. So nothing we have to say is relevant to Mr. Weir. So that's what you ought to understand. Oh, when will Mr. Weir get up and start doing, does he not realize the man lost Montserrat County 2019? The man did not wake up. We held the largest protest in the country's history on his watch. He did not wake up. We flogged him 1 month later in July 2019. He did not wake up. In Montserrat County. 1 year later, we flogged him again with an even larger margin. All the swear he was swearing. I swear we will win the election. I swear. He said they did not wake up. But what do you think will wake Mr. Weir up? Chris Smith turned on here in America and called the man government kleptocratic, blah, blah, blah. The man did not wake up. He said, I said, you don't know Joe Weir. So it said leader. So it's about rebranding. I got to rebranding. How can a man who believes he's doing a perfect job rebrand? Huh? How can a man who thinks that he is the greatest president Labra ever had, Labra best president? The man wears it on the back of his jersey and all, his sweater. Then he's all the man rebrand. Do you rebrand when you think you are the best? You don't. The man lives in his own word. He lives in his own word. Forget that thing. Leave that thing about advisor. Sometimes we just won't be hard on the people around George Weir. The people around George Weir have to dance according to his tune. George Weir is the man that if you want to stay close to him and remain within his orbit, remain influential, you have to agree with everything he says and does. Look at the ball. You think you want to sit down there and tell Joe Weir, otherwise, oh chief, I think they want embarrassing you. You should not do the one. You fire, you gone. Let me tell you something about that. When you walk into a room where Joe Weir is sitting, and I've experienced it many times, Joe Weir is sitting there. And Joe Weir is, you are in a conversation. He talks the most. Even if there are PhD holders in that room, master's degrees, people who hold master's degrees and PhDs with many years of experiences under their belts in different fields, professional fields. Joe Weir will talk more than all those people in that room. He wants to impress everyone. If he knows a little thing, just a little thing, he will embellish that thing. He will project himself like he's the smartest guy in that room. Now, let me tell you something. If you dare to disagree with him in that room, you dare to disagree with him, guess what he's gonna do? Right there in that room, Joe Weir will alienate you. He will ostracize you.
Wow.
He will alienate you. He will turn anything you say. He will not respond to you. He will never respond to you ever again in that room while you are there. How dare you disagree with him? There's nothing about Joe Weir that you need to know that you do not know. When in a room, Joe Weir will go and single out one person. That one person is the one he's going to direct all his attention to for that moment. That's how he is. He will keep calling your name. My man, I know the man. He will, everything he will say, he will call it a bad. I mean, he will act like you are the only one that he's talking to. That's how he is. You will. This is the man you're dealing with. You disagree with Joe Weir in a room, the moment you leave from there, he's finished with you.
You know, somebody.
Do not make the mistake for people to pay attention to you in a gathering while Joe Weir is there. You are in trouble also. Do not make the mistake for people to compliment you and praise you for something you said or you're wearing or something while Joe Weir is present. That you must receive praises in his presence. You, Wakai, he will call a speech on you.
in our conversation with somebody yesterday, a big brother of mine, and he said to me, Wakai, Liberia is doomed. Liberia is finished on President Weir. And for me, what I want for President Weir to do is that come 2023, he can just, look at the international community, look at the Liberian people, and then tell and say, Liberian people, I don't want to become president again like for Liberia. Yeah, I turn over everything. He will regain the respect that he had before internationally than any other thing. But contesting the upcoming 2023 election and becoming, he then lost to anybody that would defeat him come 2023, that would bring him down to the level that nobody will respect him ever in the history of Liberia and the world at large. That was what somebody was telling me.
That's
So
I can say Jawia will not run. Jawia will run. Jawia will run for president again. Just forget that thing. Talking about Jawia, I'm gonna throw him up in the air and say he's not gonna run. Jawia believes he's still popular. After we beat the people in the midterm election, what you heard Jawia saying? You know how I heard people saying? People said the man is popular.
Yeah.
The man is popular. Eh? They say the man is popular. Very, very so. And that nothing you say that the Senate election is just Jawia were not on the ticket. That's what they said. They said that man, we were not on the ticket. Even though he raised people's hands that lost, that were humiliated, that were defeated, they're still saying he was not on the ticket. But you heard them saying that. They said the man was not on the ticket. So you can't talk about him like he on the ticket. They will, everything that happens, they find a narrative for it. They will say something. That's how they are. Anyway, let's move on to something else here. So he's playing for Grand Crew, and they're gonna try to find a way for them to win. I said the man is a typical Idi Amin style dictator. Anything he's going, they're gonna find a way for Grand Crew to win the volleyball thing because the president is playing for the team. Look,
because is that now a conflict of interest?
Oh, like, man, conflict. You got conflict of interest. Jawia is a walking example of conflict of interest. There's a man who says that in the open and tells you, my friend gave me a private jet to fly so I can boost my morale. They say, what? You know what I mean? The man confesses to taking a bribe, to violating the code of conduct, and tells you that my friend gave me a private jet so they can boost my morale. Then you can say I talk about conflict of interest. I beg you, yeah, conflict of interest. You better leave that thing. Anyway, let's move on to something else there. Conflict of interest. Look, I'm told the garbage situation, Bwaga, is getting really, really bad. Yesterday, one of our people sent me pictures of Randa Street. I'm told the place is filthy. There's littered. I saw pictures. I mean, horrible. I mean, the garbage say, yeah, me, yeah, Bwaga. The garbage pile up there is such a terrible mess. But you know what? I thought they said Mayor Brown were coming to help Jefferson Koji clean up the place. I thought that's what they said, Bwaga.
I think the time frame set up for her to do what she's supposed to do is already over. She was only helping to get a field lift for the bicentennial. I think that's over already.
Okay, somebody is telling me that we owe WAS, the West African exams.
That been a rumor out yesterday.
They said the government owes them, right? Some $40,000. I mean, for 40,000 students.
Yeah, that's been a rumor.
What do you know about that?
Yeah, so the news broke up yesterday on social media that the government then owing was some money. That's what haven't been able to release results because Sierra Leone have released theirs, Nigeria has released theirs, Ghana and other countries have done as we should have done, but up to now we haven't getting the result yet from WAEC and WAS. So we are hearing a corridor that the government do owe them some money. So that's why they haven't been able to release their result yet. But it haven't been confirmed because WAEC haven't come up here with a statement to make it that the government owing us. Or the government say, oh yes, we owe them WAEC. That's why they haven't been able. So, but the students are planning a protest. They opposed yesterday. There was a long comment on it that they are planning a protest because it's long overdue for
But I'm told that there was massive failure, Bwaga, massive failure. Yeah, there's a very massive failure. I'm hearing around 80% of our 12th graders fail.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. It is indeed true that we owe them money. That is true. But I'm hearing that we there was massive failure. But that doesn't mean that we don't owe them or we shouldn't pay them. They should pay. But I'm just hearing that lots of people fail. Lots of people fail. 80% failure rate, poor guy. 80%. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. That must be terrible. I'm telling you, it doesn't surprise me. Look, every year, poor guy, the level, the quality of education in Liberia is just going like this every year. Declining every year. And it's not going to stop. We need to make education and healthcare national priorities. We need to fix it. It's a serious problem, Bwaga. And it's one of those things that's not going to take overnight to do. That's why you need to start soon. But first, develop a plan. Develop a plan, Bwaga. You gotta start very, very early with early childhood education with the kids down there. My man, it's serious, Bwaga. Liberians, we can't compete abroad. My man, we can't compete nowhere. We have physio, no joke. In the entire region, Sierra Leone, Guinea, the Monterey region, Liberia has the worst performance rate. The worst performance rate in the West African exams, year after year. But you know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sierra Leone does better. Guinea, the Ivory Coast, Liberia is the worst in the entire region. Year after year. My man, I'm telling you, it is a terrible, terrible thing, brother. Terrible, terrible thing.
Of course, that can stop WAS or wire from publishing.
No, brother, you're getting it wrong. That is not what I'm saying. It's a different thing. I mean, I'm not saying they shouldn't release the results, but I'm just saying that we're doing so badly. I'm talking about the bigger picture, fixing the education system. You know, but they must release their results. I agree with you. They must release their results. They must do that. We're going to move on to something else here. Hotel Buchanan. Now, folks, this is the way we operate here on the Costa Show. People get in touch with us. People have issues. They have problems. They get in touch with us. They want us to talk about their problems. Somebody they believe has done them wrong. When they reach out to us, we conduct an assessment of whatever it is they tell us that they need our help with. You don't just come to us and tell us anything and we're running the show and start talking about it. No, we don't do that. We conduct some assessment, some investigation, and sometimes we'll even ask you for some leads or cues or pieces of evidence, something, just something. Mm-hmm. So over the weekend, a gentleman reached out to me, a gentleman I've known for many years, a young man from Brewerville. I've known him for so long. I went to school with his elder brother. I didn't know he was in Buchanan. I didn't know he was running this beach. Now, he got in touch with me and said that on Christmas Day, the CEO of Hotel Buchanan sent police officers to shut down his beach while he had left Buchanan to go to Robertsfield. And they shut his beach down on a very busy day. So he wanted us to talk about this because it wasn't over. They were still going to be talking about this. So I said, okay, fine. We're going to do something about it. I asked him for more information. What happened? He said the guys accused him of power theft, tapping on their lines, stealing power. That's what they accused him of. That's what he told me. And I said, okay. So we're going to talk about it. So the fact of the matter is that I have not passed any judgment. I have not investigated whether or not he did steal power from the guys. That's not the issue. The issue here is that the police, they do not have the authority to shut down anybody's business without a court warrant. It is only the officers of the court that can do that.
Yep.
That is my thing. We're not here to exonerate the man that, oh no, at no point in time did he steal power or was he stealing power from Hotel Buchanan. That is not what we're saying because we don't know that for a fact. Do we? We don't. But the issue here is the law is the law. Even if he stole power, which we cannot independently confirm or deny. They did not have the authority, the police, I mean, to shut down his business without a court order, an order from a court of competent jurisdiction. The police, they do not have that power. The police can only assist in the enforcement or the execution of the court order. But for the police to take it upon themselves to act as the court, to arrogate unto themselves power or authority, that which the law does not give them, is unacceptable. That is our issue. Now, Hotel Buchanan people had a press conference yesterday. Listen to these idiots. I already don't like you and your father. Bassam Zidani and your father, the small man, the peewee, what is it? Hassan Zidani. I don't like you both because you guys are a bunch of sleazy people. You and your father are making millions of dollars in my country through shady means, and I don't like you both. And you guys should know this. They had a press conference yesterday in Bassa, Buchanan, and said that, yes, one of the things they said. The hotel now, they responded to the comments I made here yesterday morning about them instructing the police officer to shut the man's business down on Christmas Day. First of all, they denied it. They said they were not the ones that told the policeman to shut down the man's beach. Of course, they would never admit to that. You know why they wouldn't admit to that? Because they know for a fact that it is wrong. That it is wrong. So they know it is wrong. And that is why they denied it. They denied it. That's one. Count number two. Guess what else they did? They said that the young man who runs the beach and owns the beach works for me. I know I have a beach in Bassa.
Oh.
Yeah. They're so stupid. Hey, whoever you are, you Melissa Rennie, I'm going to block you for keep writing nonsense here on my live podcast. You are blocked. See you. Bye. Okay. They said the young man works for me. That I own a beach. I own a beach. I own a beach. I don't own a beach. Yeah, that's two. Number three, they also proceeded. This is the one that pisses me off. That I contacted them and I want money from them, and because they didn't give me the money, that's why I'm mad. That's why I'm accusing them of sending police to. This is the one they always say, why. Whenever the idiots have something that they've done that we've exposed, the biggest thing they say is what? Oh, Costa wanted money from us. But one thing they never do, Bwagай, they never ever show you evidence of us requesting money from them. First of all, the young man who owns the beach. So yesterday, a friend of mine, hold on, let me just start with that. A friend of mine in the media, he works for a newspaper, good friend. He said, my man, Hotel Buchanan people reached out to us. They want us to do this story that you asked them for money and they refuse to give you the money. That's why you're attacking them. I said, what? Are these people stupid? I don't know Bassam Zidani or his father Hassan, except that they're two crooks who we've always talked about here. I don't like them. I don't like the power. I don't like the son. This crook, this Zidani Pape, he tried to influence the government. All the millions he's making from building these PC roads that he's building, he tried to influence the government of Liberia to get him so monopoly to be the only one to export cocoa. You remember, Bwagay?
Yeah.
You remember we exposed that yet? We fought against that until it stopped.
Yeah, we did that.
We blocked it. You remember we brought some of the cocoa some of the cocoa guys, the Liberian cocoa exporters on the show. We fought that campaign. They wanted to give him so monopoly to export cocoa. We said, no way. How the hell you will tell me all the people who are exporting cocoa must stop exporting cocoa and they must export the cocoa through one person.
Yeah. Somebody that was selling phone battery and phone casing
That
and
man
what?
was selling Harley, slapping phone store on Randall Street or wherever, or Buchanan Street. Today he's a multi-millionaire, and you tell me my Liberian brothers and sisters who are exporting cocoa, they should all start exporting cocoa, and they might let their dirty papaya called Hassan Zidane be the one to export all the cocoa. We fought against it, and so the family doesn't like us, and I don't like them. I can't stand the ground and walk on because this man, this Zidane, ain't know a thing about building rules. Nothing. Nothing. Today he passing around here. He talk about he beat road construction man. You can shut Liberian man beach down in your own country. Then you expect me to be nice to you. You dance, Salama Swan. You take ass, puppet. No man, I'm too damn pissed. But you know what? I'm pissed for the idiot and his son to be talking about asking for money and lay off. And you better pray. Because the end of your construction business that will Jowia, soon Jowia government finish. You will never get construction contract in Liberia. We will ban some companies in the country. You know why we'll ban them? Now wait, you know, because they are in business with these people doing quick G, getting all kind of quick contract. You will not get contract.
Costa, you know the guys know how to do
that.
that.
Let me finish that point. Please, I beg you, you will come in. Some of you will be blacklisted. Some of the company passing around today, you're getting contract. Some will lie unless we will not be around. You will not operate in Liberia no more. Tete Salama Swan, take ass 11 pape. Get a can't talk about. I ask them for money. I can stand you and your son. Tete stupid people there. Because John we are mayor rich. Where Zidane know how to pay road from? That man was selling phone battery and nonsense. And stupid man today, you making millions of dollars in my country. Then you send police people, you pay them money to go shut down a Liberian man beach on a very, very, very good day that he's going to make money. Then you can't sit and you open your damn mouth talking about, you have press conference talking about, because I reach out to you and want that money. This is your end. 2024, we come to power. You will never get contract in Liberia. Never. You will be blacklisted. Then we're going to open an investigation into all the contracts you ever won to find out whether you won no contracts the right way, except some other around. You're acting like you ain't know. Look, when they say that away, that's what we'll do to someone, y'all. We'll blacklist y'all and investigate y'all for all the property. Every contract, the way you run it, the way you can do bidding process, will catch you up. Then we'll deport some of that. Man of Zidane, you just deport the man. Investigating and deporting. Can't sit down there talking about I reach out to you for money, you damn dirty rule. You come to my country, then you want to talk nonsense to me. Can you imagine that? You making criminal money in my country, then you want to have press conference to talk nonsense? Stupid, man.
What I was
that
just...
way me and the government, the joke our government, and where will follow it. Let me do all the fighting for him to become president. Then the kind of then some people they want to play in Yankan with corruption. That way will follow. And I can tell you, say, I don't want to join in the executive branch of government because that way will follow it. Let's fight all the fire, They will win power. They will kind of power. Then you want to play in Yankan with them. You want to be nice. I will get it then. My loyalty is not to anybody. My loyalty is to my country. I tell you this thing all the time. My loyalty, and not let somebody men in the political, in the opposition, they worship the men, the people, they worship Joe Biden, they worship Ure because they won't get government job or they won't be in a, I don't need to worship nobody. You know why? They need me. I need it. Brother, let me ask you a question. Do I need it?
No.
Do they raise money for us? Do they give us money? You see, look,
Nope.
when you know your value, when you know your value, you are an asset to them. They're not an asset to you. How do they help me? You got to make yourself independent of people and make yourself an asset that they need. That the other man can add, they need a paper them for, they won't be deputy minister, assistant minister. Look at that nonsense. The government tell me they want to be deputy minister. I don't need that. We don't need it. That's not why we're doing this. We're doing this for the country. So when we come to power, you better fix the country. We will investigate all these people, all the contracts they're getting. We want to know how they got them. We know how they're getting them today. They're not following the law. They are breaking the law. Tomorrow we'll investigate y'all. We will deport. That's tomorrow we will deport. We will land no buggers up to the airport and be kicking their butt while they're getting in a plane. Shipping them off home. All the crooks in today that are making bad deals with the government, making all kind of stuff. We will deport y'all. Stupid man. In my country, you want to tell me nonsense. Go ahead, Abuaga. Say that thing you wanted to say.
What I'm trying to say is that when you say we're investigating and deport them and do this, I'm only trying to say that the guys know how to buy their way through. And another government coming, you keep saying that if they don't do what you want for them to do.
And you know who I will attack? And the president I will attack, Joe Abuaga. But you think all that nonsense? Let me tell you something. Joe Abuaga as president of Liberia, with the integrity we know he has, if he attempts to listen to some kind of Sanama Swan in the government to tell him to leave people alone, oh, you know, President Abuaga will focus on the country, don't listen to men like Costa then I will start attacking Joe Abuaga. What are you talking about? What kind of nonsense there, Abuaga? You think I hear to say like I thought nonsense? You think I hear to, what, do people think I'm supporting Joe Abuaga because I let him? Oh, I didn't let him papi. I don't want for him to be president. So I can help you look at him. I don't feel him fine. You think all that nonsense? Do I look like a some kind of idiot my man bought me to just support somebody so you can help be president for you and your family then to be all right? I support him for the sake of the country. So they better not tell me tomorrow what all they support today. By the time they hear me talk small, oh, it really costs a go. It really costs a for all you. All day they worry. My man, these few days that stupid boy go say, and I can't go support CDC. All the you people be calling me, all my supporters calling me, especially you people. My man, that's true. Are you leaving the paper? Are you leaving the old man? You know we are depending on you. Today you're depending on me, right? Tomorrow you'll not win power, then you'll be acting funny, you'll be playing your car. Like that y'all see. But you know what? Someone else said, but we need a man again. Fine, you all need me again. But that the president will feel it in my hand. You will not give me any excuse tomorrow. I will not let you tell me tomorrow, oh, you know, Costa, now we in power now, we gotta be careful, and because of what my man, that Joe Abuaga I will start attacking. Let me talk so you can hear. That the reason why I'm not needing for nothing, and I want job from here, and I want nothing. If you not do the thing you're supposed to do, all the promises we're making to the Liberian today, plenty of people are supporting y'all because we're telling them to support y'all. We put our neck on the line. We put our political capital on the line. We put our political future on the line. We tell them, say, you will do that, you'll do that, you'll do that, you'll do that, you'll do that. Tomorrow you come to power, you not do it. I will fight you more than I fought in George Weah. Wallahi! I tell you were there when my man was warning me. I tell you, all the promises I'm making to the Liberian people that they must support you, that they must do the one, that they must do that one. Tomorrow you come to power, you not do the thing, and what we say in the Liberian people you will do. You won't play diplomacy. You want add that way. You want when I tell you that you were there when Sarah Burton bombed me in Mashita. That's more attack. That's why I say I don't want nothing for none of them. Because brother, you can't wait in the government and be attacking the president. They will fire you.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, wait and see. You think I'm crazy? The one I'm doing now, and no, the way I will fight that government, I will take no excuses. Because the president is supposed to have integrity, right? And then
clean.
The president is supposed to fight corruption. Because those are the things we are telling the Liberian people today. We are telling the Liberian people today that Joe Abuaga is a very, very clean man, which is true. We are telling the Liberian people that Joe Abuaga will not be corrupt, which is true. But then for him to sit down there and not act on corruption, after all the tomorrow look at 40,000 ID, we give it up. We lose our contract, then we give up. We look at money, people offer our money, we refuse to take it for your business. Then you come to power. We promise the people, then you not do it. Hey, by the way, it will be personal. That all of fight will be personal fight. I'll be thinking about my money, what you made me to lose. All my benefits I'm going to enjoy that you made me to give up. The personal sacrifices, the financial sacrifices, the money I spent, all the things I did. Then you come to power, then you won't give me excuses. The way I'll fight you, but that all of fight will be a personal fight. People are talking that people think are joking. That other fight will be a personal fight. Some of y'all just vote up. You're not making sacrifices, the world making sacrifices. Well, we look at our money, our contract, then we give it up. That will support Joe Biden. Tomorrow, then you come to power. Then when I say, Mr. President Joe Biden, the contractor, then all the criminal contract then they got, we sort of set up a special commission to investigate all the contracts, the award processes, and all that kind of stuff. Okay, then you say, okay, let's weigh it for what? Weigh it to act.
But of course, you should know that.
Yeah. Now y'all know, and me I'm talking to all the people to close the Joe Biden. Your year I'm talking my own today. All the sacrifice, I'm not talking about your own. Me, I know sacrifices that I have made. Giving up lucrative contracts that should put money in my pocket. For Joe Biden business. All the sacrifices that I'm making, some of which I can't even say yet. Tomorrow, then we'll win. All I want is y'all do the right thing, y'all fight corruption, y'all take real action. Then somebody won't give me excuses the way I will fight y'all. I will fight y'all, it will not be easy.
Because some people will be saying, cause trying to dictate to the president. He's trying to tell the president.
I'm not dictating the city. He promising I will just want it done. Period. That's not dictating. Why you got dictating?
But yeah, well, if
for instance, the thing you told me today, when you come to power, I say you must do it, then you say I'm dictating to you. The thing, you know what I mean? I look at Cassell, I tell them my $40,000 a year consulting contract for doing nothing. But every now and then I do a little post on Facebook for Cassell. I tell them that you know how much money I've given up, I've refused to support him. You come to power tomorrow, you won't do it. You know why I say these things? Because they will go tell the papa, because I said they will. Brother, when you call yourself a man of integrity and you have power, it's time for you to act, not to give excuses. I will accept no excuses. The other people, you see, the sacrifices we have made and continue to make, you must sit down there and try out tomorrow. I'm not doing it for myself. If you don't fight for the Liberian people, you demonstrate the integrity. So I can say, yeah, Ali, that $40,000 contract, I refuse from, I terminated from Cassell. At least I seen the benefit today. We catching men like Zidane in there, we're kicking their butt and deporting them. Yeah, at least we're putting all the men in jail. Yeah, at least we're taking all the men property. That's somebody can tell me, say, the government taking the power, and we got to study the situation carefully and decide whether we want to go after the alleged corruption. That time of Canada, you want to use the word alleged corruption. And we want to make sure we maintain stability in the country. The government got to focus the energy on what? You must tell me that nonsense.
Costa.
Okay. I don't want to get very before the time said.
Costa.
You must just pray it will not happen because some of y'all will not speak to me. And me, you see me, so I don't care. I don't hesitate to make enemies. I do not hesitate to make enemies. Brother, money flying all over the place. People trying to buy people. No other person in this game here attracts more money than someone else attracting. Let me tell y'all, the money that are flying all over the place, the deals that are being offered all over the place, no other person in this game attracts more than we do. We are like the Messi and the Ronaldo there. Higher transfer amounts being offered. We stay here because we believe that tomorrow will make a difference. Okay? That's the reason why we are, because today we're not doing it for money. We're doing it because we believe tomorrow we will do what? We will make a difference. Then when the time comes, you made a difference. Wallahi. Tomorrow you not made a difference. You think the one Joey are getting from me that song? Okay. You think the one Joey are getting from me that song? I will go crazy on them. It will not be small crazy. There will be no excuses. We shall not accept any excuses when we have power. Everything we see that is wrong with the country today, we must seek to make real efforts to fix them immediately when we come to power. If you think I'm joking, Yo, then let's see. Let's go to the phone lines and take some calls.
No, cause this haven't been happening in our body politics since the establishment of this country, or the we came to being as a
But
nation.
it was so different, so we gotta be different.
Liberians haven't been able to investigate people or bring people to book and make them understand that this is your wrongdoing, and you have to be investigated for this.
That's true. But listen now, but the man who support Joe Bugger is supposed to be different. His whole track record in government is clean, no corruption. He has integrity. Therefore, I have hope that when he wins, he will be different. Not only different in name, but different in practice, in reality. I agree with you, Bugger. We've never really done that before. People just get away with stuff, steal, get rich overnight, but we hope it will be different. That's it. We hope it will be different.
So we take calls. The phone lines are open now.
No, I'm gonna tell me to calm down. You don't bring that nonsense on me. You know me, my mom said, don't tell me that my friend McDonald just said, calm down. Don't tell me that nonsense. That's what I can do in La Bro. When the time comes for you to tell ask my man, just calm down, man, because y'all just tell the situation. Y'all better leave me. I don't think that most Liberians, that's the first thing. I don't think that most of you. This is the mentality that has the country the way it is. My man, you let you be careful, eh? Yeah. And then someone there one can be pacifying me. My man, Pedro, with the government taking the power, the government trying to get adjusted. So you let your way and let's study the situation. And so what? My man, let's take calls there.
All right, let's take somebody from the WhatsApp number this morning. Good morning.
We will accept no excuses.
Good morning, Brother Barkai.
Yeah, your name, where you calling from?
Because I'm Sheikh Jabate, I'm calling from Spain, Europe.
Welcome, Sheikh.
My attention has been drawn to what Daddy just said on his show pertaining to Zidane. One person cannot change your country. We as a Liberian, we all have to help one another to change our country. If somebody is having just a press conference, lying, ask the person for the evidence broadly. Let them provide that evidence. If you see CDC in power today, CDC came to power because of those lies. When Leader Harris says something on his show, then they will come, to attack that he's a blackmailer, he's lying, he asks us for money. You as a journalist asking for evidence. If Leader Harris is calling them for money, asking them to, for favor or for money, I think they will record him. So make that to the people. I can't do a gossip, but they shouldn't be passing around lying to people here, gossiping, and then after all what day you call Leader Harris to tell, wait, I'm not disrespecting his friend, that his journalist friend, and then you tell him that Zidane reached to us and say that, you ask them for money. I for the evidence instead of you calling the heron. One person cannot change our country. We all have to join together to
all right. Thank you so much.
Y'all win.
Yeah, quickly. Good morning.
Coming. We'll see.
We just mess up on that person. Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah. Good morning. Your name, where you joining us from?
Yeah. Good morning, and good morning to our leader, Aaron Costa.
Good morning to you, Alvin Bita.
Yeah, I'm Alvin Bita calling from Hotel Africa. Leader, good morning. Leader, thank you so much for the presentation this morning. What I want to say is that with regard to for Omen Joe, when he comes to power, is that once he has promised us that all what is happening, all what has been happening is wrong. I think he will try not to tread on that path by the grace of God. And the second day I was listening to the Matuna, but the site just went unavailable. I don't know if
can you get Josh? That Josh is the Matuna app. A lot of people listen there. Thousands of people. That's what they listen to.
102 102 0886 010383 0555 102 102. The WhatsApp number is plus 231 888 6241 71. So keep your calls coming in this morning. We'll take you and put you through. Okay.
But these people brave. I mean, can you imagine?
Your calls keep them coming in. 86-010-383.
They all me to get their goal
to
the WhatsApp have a press conference and accuse me of reaching out to them for money. And because they didn't give it to me, like the reason why I exposed them about shutting down a Liberian man's business on Christmas Day. Stupid people. Produce the evidence. But you and your pa, you'll pay for it tomorrow. We'll deport you. That hotel will stay in Liberia. That hotel beginner, it will stay in Liberia. Investigate them, prosecute them, and deport them back out. That's what we'll do to them tomorrow. Y'all better pray some of us will never have power. Never. Y'all better pray.
Let's take this person here quickly. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah,
this Pastor Charles. Walker, when he was speaking about George Weah and said George Weah would never listen to anyone, I want to remind you and I on the show this morning. If you look at Proverbs, he said only the fool is wise in his own eyes. And the reason why the fool is wise in his or her own eye, simply because the Bible says the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. And you have to go against it. So because the fool has no fear for God, he or she will never listen to advice. That's why a fool is always a fool. George Weah does not fear God. So I care whether advice you give George Weah, he will not do it. Second point is when we heard our students are pure enough. The reason here is the same Bible says life and death lies on our tongue. 2017, what did we say? We said, he no book, he does not know book, we'll vote for him. So why should we cry for people passing? 80% of our student passing, it keep from our mouth. Or our student feeling, it keep from our mouth. So the word of God, never lie.
Thank you so much, Pastor Charles, for calling in. We're still taking your calls. Let's take somebody from here. Good morning.
Good morning, Bwaka. Let me say good morning to our leader, our hero, our incoming senator, Senator Henry Pedro Costa. My name is Stephen S. Bona. I'm calling from Johnsonville.
Welcome, Stephen.
Leader, you have to keep the courage to keep fighting for this country. And once God knows that your heart is in the right place, God will make way that we, the people of this country, will make you leader, so that all of these things that are happening in this country, and one day it will come to an end. But leader, people like you can't give up on this country. You can't give up on the people. It's been happening from time to time. The moment you stand and raise up critical national issue, you see them come out and say, oh, he want money from us. He took grass. He take this. But we will never subscribe to this. Now, with our old fashion, we can't even subscribe to it. We know it is false, it is not true, and it will never be true. And we will remain with you. We will stand up firm. The same way you're taking Joe Biden presidency very serious, that how we are supporters, we're taking your senatorial position very serious, because we know your stand. The moment you stand against the critical national issue, the next thing they come up with stupid statement that you want money from them, you want bribe from them, but we know the truth. We know what you stand for. We will remain focused, and God will help us that the country will land in the good hands and the country will receive good leadership. Thank you for having me on the show this morning.
Thank you so much, Stephen, for calling in. We're still taking your calls. On the WhatsApp number is +231 888 624171. That's the WhatsApp number, +231 888 624171. The local lines 0770 102 102 886 010383 555 102 102. So we're still taking your calls. Just keep them coming in, and you will be live with us here this morning on the show.
We're supposed to have these guys from Nimba County, Debu Zuo there, but he hasn't reached out to say that they're gonna make it this morning. So I don't know what's going on, but we're supposed to have them. But take more calls there. Let's interact with our people. 2022 is here, Bwagai. In a few days, we'll be in 2022. And then what will we be saying, Bwagai? Election is what? Next year.
Yeah.
That's what we'll be saying. We'll be saying, yeah, the election now. The election right here next year, because it's over, man. It's over. It's over for these guys. I mean, just 2 more years ago, less than 2 years, you know, how many months? About 18 months total. Yep, it's over. Let's take more calls there. We got about 40 more minutes to go.
Good morning.
Good morning, Walker. This is Sarah calling from Texas.
Welcome.
Yeah, I just wanted to speak to the Lebanese business owner thing. This is getting too much in Liberia, and it's so the Liberian business people cry about this thing all the time, like what foreigner having more rights because they bribe the government and it's something and they're suffocating them in their own countries. It's so frustrating and annoying. You hear and this man has the nerve to go send police to go shut a Liberian business, a main business down without dealing with the proper cost if he's stealing from you. I mean, they are so emboldened from the bribery and everything. And then when you talk about it, some people, the Liberian people want the government to do everything, want the government. No, Liberian people do not want the government to do everything. They only want the government to make the atmosphere right for them to be able to fish for themselves. If you are stepping on a businessman's neck that live in the country, that is a citizen of the country, they can't do anything. You're giving rights to all foreigners and not them. There's no way. I don't care what the go and go in the market. It's not going to something. You stopping them from importing stuff in their own country because some foreigner bribing you to be the only one to bring it in the country. There's no way they will grow. And so now they don't speak about this on her podcast about in the budget, only foreigner being the one to benefit on Liberian government budget. It's really, really frustrating. Even some of us that I want to go back home and make business and stuff. To even send to free stuff from the free port is a problem.
I don't even advise you to do that right now, sis.
It's just so frustrating, and the government can build Liberia, even though they're not granting us citizenship, they're cutting off foreigners. But we have to go back, like other countries, Ghana and Nigeria, the diaspora, go back and help build their countries. If you don't make the atmosphere right for us, we cannot do it. If you keep giving Lebanese men and foreigners the rights and freedom, and can't give it to us Liberians, there's no way we can help to do that.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you for calling in and
my dear sister. You want to do business in Liberia right now? I would strongly advise you against it. Strongly advise against it. Nothing works in the country. Total chaos, complete breakdown. Don't have you here, my dear. Don't have you here. Nothing works there. Just wait until the government changes. Nothing works. And besides, who got money to buy anything, Bwaga? Everybody's suffering.
Yeah.
No money in the country? Yeah. Let's take some more calls then. No money in the country.
Let's take Pangomo Kamara. Pangomo, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Baka. Good morning, Ladoro people. Good morning, General Costa.
Good morning, Pop.
The private and the other educators. Nobody can imagine who living bad life, who living poverty life. Nothing better is going on. One of the dead Christmas ever passed the Republic of Liberia, one of our witness. Nobody people do have meal on their own. Many people, a foreigner and Sidani, poor are the people that were poor in the country, making them all rich in the night, broad daylight, telling people stopping Liberian. What a fighting for Liberian citizens here. What benefit foreigner enjoying more than the citizen? We have nowhere to move. No business going on. The inspection 10 years. Inspection can't finish. All day, the citizen living miserable life. People poor. I say one of the worst Christmas I ever see in my life in Liberia. I'm 54-year-old now.
All right.
Okay? Thank you. But government who will persecute them and look at the election commission. Look at get multi because they want to get rid of the woman. They throw away each people money. We company for their self up to now. And anti-corruption commission now able to make a big throw away.
All right, thank you so much. Now we'll take other people on the line. Good morning, Martina. Welcome.
Good morning, Parker. Good morning, leader. Good morning, our many listeners.
Welcome.
But I thank you for having me on the show this morning. But my sister that was on the line, I said it all. Parker, only thing president can do, you only build roads, maybe provide electricity for people, but the citizen is the one who built the country. No government will tell you say they don't want to build their country. Other countries you see develop today, people only locate the areas, they build roads, and the citizens come, they develop their country. But the situation of Nigeria right now, people even afraid to come home. I know thousands of people that bought their tickets for when we talk about death, they cancel their trip. They're afraid they don't want to come to Nigeria anymore. Both peace ambassador. And see what's happening right now to the brother in Buchanan there. Who the Liberian want to leave people up there, they are tired of right now. They want to come home to live their peaceful life. That working per hour, people tired of people get their money in bank, but they can't go to other countries to go live like foreigners. They live abroad. Even though they are citizens, but they know within themselves, no matter how it is, they are foreigners, they will come back here. You people don't want to come back here. They want to come to enjoy their motherland. But how will they come back? When they come back to open their own business, they're foreigners like that, right more than you. Foreigners living better life in Nigeria than we, the Nigerian people. It's about time we shine our eyes. Our problem is our very self because we don't know who to elect. The electors in this country are the problem for every Liberian. Abroad in Liberia, the electors are the problem.
Okay.
It's about time we shine our eyes back. Liberia is going backward. Then we shine our eye, we look for a good leader that will carry this country forward. Because when the hair is rotting, the body cannot function. When we vote another rotting leader again, we'll still face the same problem. It's about time we stand up. Thank you. It's too much. Enough is enough.
Thank you so much, Martina, for calling in. We're still taking your calls on the WhatsApp number. Please, let's take somebody from the diaspora. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name, where you calling us from?
My name is Benjamin. I'm calling from Minnesota.
You are very low. I'm trying to see. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Your line was very, very low there. Let's see if we can take another person. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, brother. Good morning, Mr. Costa. How you doing? This is Uncle George. I'm calling you from Las Vegas.
Uncle George, morning.
Hey, what time you coming to visit me to Vegas, man? Come on, buddy.
Next year, next year.
All right. Hey, Boga, I want to contribute in regards to the Liberian businessman, the incident about the Liberian businessman that happened. Here is what, prior to coming to America, I worked for Transport Union in Liberia. I just want to set the basic what I want to talk about. I was the Treasurer General for Transport Union, and during our time with the President, Mr. Murray Johnson, we came out with a plan that we should train drivers in Liberia. 25,000 drivers that were doing Jote time because there was a problem, and we find it, and we were, as a leader, we proposed that training, and we did it with Maria City Hall, and it went all over the country. Here, what I want to say to you, you know, when the government is in power, the government look at the citizen. What the citizen want, that what the government to do. If you're pressured, the government, it will do something. Henry Costa sitting over there, you know that my nephew, but he took a risk and he organized a protest in Liberia, and the whole world talk about it. What a job, we are now took action, but it's in his name. I come back to the Liberia Business Association. There's a law on the book that what is entitled to them, but they sit down and say, government want to do this. They are the reason why the government is not taking action to help them. If they can organize themselves, the Liberian Business Association in Liberia, they will make the government to turn to them and say to the foreigner, this is what my people want. The thing that going on in Liberia, they can't do it even in Ghana or even in Nigeria. But we as a Liberian, let me come back home to us. We behave like the black American in America here. We sit and complain. Oh, they don't want to do they want. Oh, the government want to do they want. We our own problem. I'm calling on the Liberian Business Association to double up and stop complaining. The government they get law on the book. They're not following it. Johnny Maker is sending ice to you. He's sending cold water. They're not supposed to do it, but they sit there and blame the government. Government doing nothing. We are our own problem. So, Mr. Costa, I want you to put your mouth there. Please, you don't want to get a bigger mouth in the whole country when you talk on everybody listening. Talk to the business association in Liberia. What are they doing? They continue to blame the government. That's not right. The government is there. So just listen. If they put pressure like the way you put pressure on the way government, thing will take Liberia will take responsibility for their own economy. They should stop blaming government.
Thank you so much.
That's all.
All right. Thank you. Let me take Afra on this line here this morning. Afra, good morning and welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Baka. And let me say good morning to Liberian out of Liberia. And let me say good morning to my fellow brother, Aaron Costa. Costa, good morning. You correctly. Okay. Okay, quickly, let me go to the issue, Baka. The first thing we need to understand here is for any country in the world to go forward, the first and most important thing is security. Government may not be able to do all the building, but government is responsible to provide security for the safe environment of the people. Where there is lack of security, automatically because of fear, you won't see anybody investing in that country. If you are outside of Liberia and you read a story about Liberia, you will feel discouraged why you should even go back to your own country. Now, that come back. The next thing is, this is a country, according to statistics, that will have over 80% of our population illiterate. Don't you think that we have a very huge problem? Indeed, we have that. And of the 80%, you get about 62%, they are all youth. So now the government should be focusing on what we call technical vocational education. That's one of the main things. Because if you listen to the United Nations report on youth population, you will understand that over 40% of every population in Africa, the total population in Africa, 40%, they are all youth. But Liberia will get 68% youth. So when the government cannot focus on technical vocational education to keep our people busy and also to keep the country safe, my brother, we will talk in Liberia here and there. We'll just be saying something. The money government collect from within, no money not enough to do any development. Whole country will have a budget of less than 5 or 700 million. Costa knows in America that just one university budget. If I some of the university budget more than that. We're talking about just a university, and then we're using the same money for whole country. So we got to be serious in Liberia, and the government must be able to provide a safe environment. That's the only way we invest in Liberia. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Afra, for calling and being a part of the discussion this morning. We're still taking your calls on the line 0770-102-102-86, 010383. The WhatsApp number is +231 888 624171. So keep your calls coming in. Let's take somebody from this line. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello?
Yeah, your name is joining us from.
Hello, Baga? It is Baga?
Yeah, this is Baga.
Hello?
And being a noisy environment, if you call, lower your receiver. Listen to me through your cell phone. That's the only way you will hear me correctly, okay? So keep your calls coming in this morning, 010383555. Let's take somebody from the WhatsApp number. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah, where Johnny was from?
My name is Benjamin. I'm calling from Minnesota.
Welcome, Benjamin.
Yeah, I just want to shine light on what is going on in Liberia. You know, we Liberians in Liberia, like, we don't have that mindset to like take that bold step and make sure our leaders do the right thing. We want to talk, but time for action, everybody just fall back. You know, like, you see other countries like Ghana, Nigeria, what's going on in Liberia, it can't happen in other countries. Like, they will never let foreigner to take more advantage than the people that own the land. But we Liberians were so reluctant, and we just like, we don't have the heart, like that mindset. Like, you know what? Enough is enough. They all step up. Let's tell the government, say this, because we make the government. Liberians now, you do project 1 day, 2 days, everybody goes now home. That they don't have that mindset to put the government under pressure to work for them. They all like fall back and just complain. But you cannot complain if you're not putting more effort or not work. There will be no change.
I agree.
You have the
But then
mindset.
I have a counter to that.
You have that spirit, that intensity. Like, you want this, but you can say you want this, just talking and you say that, but you don't want to work for it.
All right.
So if we don't work, it will never happen. There will be no change.
Thank you
Let
so
me
much.
say this to everyone, including Uncle George and the brother who just left the line. We are a people who we don't have the culture of standing up and fighting for ourselves. We don't know how. It's not part of us. That's why we need a government that can do that for us. I agree. The people should stand up and fight for themselves. But unfortunately, Liberians are not used to that. It is not part of our culture. We are a laissez-faire people. We have that lackadaisical attitude and spirit. We don't know how to fight for ourselves. So, in years, I believe that the government should fight for its people. Affirmative action. You have a bunch of idiots who come to power and just pay lip service. Today they're in the opposition. They will tell you all the nice things. Tomorrow they come to power, they do worse than the people they were speaking up against. So if you want change, change is not going to come from the people. It's going to be the right president in the mansion standing up and fighting for the people. And the people will follow. The people yearn for real, true leadership. So I'm sorry. To those of you who are hard on the Liberian people, Liberian people don't know how, we know that's what we are. It's not going to change overnight, okay? The Liberian people don't know how to fight for themselves. We are a passive people. Thank you, Sargisi. We take everything for fun. The things that spark anger and provoke anger in other countries, in the people of other countries. It doesn't happen to us. We're not like that. So the only way real change to happen in the country is when the government, the day they vote for the right person, that person with a strong willpower to do what's right and right by the people, that a day change will begin to come to the country. But for you to sit down there and expect that the Liberian man will get up and fight for himself, it will not happen. I'm sorry. We are so used to poverty and to leading lives of indignity and hardship and being marginalized and having our rights abused that we think it is our portion. We think that this is what we deserve. So I'm sorry, but the Liberian people don't know how to stand up for themselves. They are a broken people. They've been abused, used, and re-abused and used. They don't know how to fight for themselves. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. But the day they get the right president, who says to them, let's get up and let's fight and let's move together, they will follow you to the end of the world. They will follow you. But unfortunately, we don't have such a president. We haven't had such a president. Willie Tubber tried, of course, but we haven't had such a real leader. And don't come tell me, say, John Brown was a good leader, but when he was president, they were murdering people left and right. Something wrong with you? We are such a twisted people that we don't know who a good leader is, really, because we have never experienced one. The person we like, we consider them a good leader. A good leader is not a leader you like. It's a leader who loves you. It's a leader who fights for you. It's a leader who pushes your interest. Not a leader you admire. You are a good leader based on what you do for your people. Don't gotta tell me, say, John Brown is a good leader because you like him. No. What has he done for you? How has he fought for you? What difference has he made? Is your life better off today than it was before he came to power? That is how you know a good leader. Look at his life and look at your life. The lives of his children, his friends. That's how you know a good leader. What difference has he made in your life? And we haven't had that. And that is why we don't know who a good leader is. We take all these damn criminals, we vote for them, they come to power, they get rich, they build properties, they do this, they do that. We have not truly experienced a great leader. And that's why we don't know. And so let me tell you something. I don't blame the people. People always say, like, bring people there, like, but I know it, that's true. But we need a real leader who will stand up for the people, who will fight for the people, who will go to war with the foreigners to defend your interests. And say, you used to do this nonsense to my people in my country, but never again shall you do it to my people. I will fight for my people. A leader whose actions, whose deeds, not words, define them. Huh? Joey, I say, Liberians will no longer be spectators in your own economy. But you take a dirty son of a swan like Zidane, that old crook, and you make him a multi-millionaire by giving him government road contracts. You wanted to monopolize the entire cocoa export sector and give it to him to be the only man to export cocoa. How the hell can you say you love your damn country and you love your people and you will ensure that they are no longer spectators in their own economy when you want to make one foreigner the only man to export cocoa? You take that guy, huh? Angela List, who her husband crying in her hand because she loving to a minister in the Ghanaian government. You take Angela List, you bring her, you give her all the best stores at the airport in the new terminal. You give her all the lucrative contracts. And yet you open your mouth and you told us that you will make your people enjoy. Liberian business people will no longer be spectators in their own economy. We need a leader who will stand up for the people, who will go to war for the people, who will empower the people, who will make the system work for the people. That is what you need. And I'm sorry we don't have that leader. Or we haven't truly had that leader in power. I'm hoping that leader will be Joe Walker. I'm hoping. I really hope Walker will lay the foundation. Walker will not do much. One leader can do it all in one term. Because Walker not running for 2 terms. There's no way Walker is going to be president for 2 terms. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. 1 term, in 1 term, he cannot change it all. But he could lay the foundation. He could lay the foundation. That is what some of us pray for. A leader who you look at the man was living poor life overnight. He and his family, everybody rich. Isn't a good leader there? A good leader cares about his people first and foremost, not himself. What kind of country your own Liberian people can import rice?
Telling you.
You can't import rice in your own damn country. They take the rice market, which is a $250 million market a year, $250 million market. They give it to the foreigners. Hey, man, man. What kind of wickedness is that? This is a market that makes millions of dollars in profits. I will never sit down here and let anybody tell me, say, foreigners should not make business in Liberia. You stupid. The country has to be open to everybody, but create a level playing field where your people can participate too, where they can grow. Give them a hand up, affirmative action. We can all grow together. We can all prosper together. The foreigners and us, we all. I'm not a xenophobic person. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, say, oh, kick all the foreigners away. That's nonsense. I live in a foreign country myself. And I know what I'm trying to do in their country yet. So you think I'm going to sit down there and tell you that we should not allow people from other countries to do business in our country? I will not tell you that because it's stupid. It's never worked in any country. For China to be where China is today, they have to relax their system. In the 70s, they made to the late 70s, they had to relax the system, the political system, primarily the economic system, to open it up for foreigners to come in. That is why China is what it is today, the second largest economy in the world, next to America. You must open up to all, but you must protect your own people, boy. You must fight for them. You must put in place strong laws to protect them, and you must enforce those laws. I'm sorry. It takes a real visionary leader to do that. And it takes a strong-willed leader, a leader who, when he goes to bed, all he thinks about is how he can work to change things for his people, who would not rest until things are changed, until the situation, until the conditions that confine and conflict and afflict the people's lives are changed for the better. And so it's sad that we live in a country where we are second-class citizens in our own country. And you want to blame the foreigners? No, blame your own people. Your people hate you. They want to keep you poor, keep you in the dark. They don't educate you. Look at Liberia, small country, one of the highest illiteracy rates in the world. Liberians don't know no book. We are blind people, but they keep us uneducated and illiterate because that way they can control us. What kind of small country you can't educate all the damn people in the country? People ain't no book in the damn country. They don't educate the people because they want to control them. The way you can control people, Bwaga, is to keep them in the dark. Don't give them education. You can, and this is what successive Liberian governments have done. You know, when Willie Tauber said Liberia's enemies are poverty, ignorance, and disease. And that's true. Those are today the real enemies of our country. Poverty, ignorance, and disease. We are damn poor. We are ignorant because we are not educated. And we are sick and we die young because of disease, bad healthcare system. Willie Tauber was right. Poverty, ignorance, and disease. Those are still the real true enemies with which Liberia is faced. To change this country, we need a president who thinks, who acts like none other but a Thomas Sankara, a Lee Kuan Yew of Singapore, who turned a rice paddy into one of the most prosperous countries on the face of the earth, Singapore. You need a bold, courageous, visionary president who can kick people butt. Somebody who can kick people butt. A Jerry Rawlings type of president. That's the kind of man you need to run the country. You don't got that kind of leader? Forget it. You're joking, you're wasting your time. A bold, progressive, forward-thinking, visionary, strong-willed leader who puts the people first. That's the kind of leader Liberia needs. A Lee Kuan Yew, a Thomas Sankara, a Jerry Rawlings, a Seresi Kama, a John Magufuli, a Paul Kagame, absent the brutal murders and suppression of his political enemies. That is the kind of leader you need, Boga. Look, you don't need anybody who will just come and want to be meek and meek spirited. You don't need no conventional politician who just want to do it the same way they've been doing it since Chaleking time. The reason why Liberia is where it is because we have not changed the system of governance. For Liberia to make progress, Boaka, you must tear down this system. Tear it down. Tear it down. Kick people butt. Put your mind and power in jail. Your brother in jail. And the only way the country will go anywhere. Otherwise, you're joking. you are joking. Begin? What? You got your damn national budget. You spend 89% of your budget on salaries. What the hell do you think the government is for? Read your damn constitution. Article 1 of the Constitution states that all power is inherent in the people. It is their free will that institutes government for their benefit. And if their safety and happiness so require, they may alter that government. Does this government exist for our benefit and our happiness, Wakai? When we spend 89% of our national budget on salaries and scratch cars and allowances and cars and foreign trips for useless government officials, how the hell we can have a $500 million budget and you spend 89% of that damn budget on the people who work in the government? What the hell, do the rest of the people get? What the hell do they get? What the hell do they get? Absolutely nothing. Is that how you run a damn country? The first thing that will make me realize what a Joe Bugger will mean business Bugger is his first budget. Hello? The very first budget that President Joe Bugger, I said candidate Bugger, President Joe Bugger, the very first budget that Joe Bugger crafts and sends to the legislature is the first budget that will let me know whether he means business. No country in the world spends 89% of their national budget on salaries and scratch cars and allowances and foreign travel abroad and useless workshops. No country. No country, boy. Absolutely none. You have to put most of the money in education, quality health care, social services, affordable electricity. Invest in the people. That is what you need to do. Your budget looks like this and you say you're going to develop. How the hell are you going to develop the damn country, boy? How the hell are you going to develop the damn country? You're going to develop the damn country by spending 89% of your budget on recurring expenditure? Something has got to be wrong with you. You're stupid. This is what this government is doing. You spend 89% of your budget on salaries and scratch cars and allowances, and then you expect that things are going to be great. You will not be able to change the country. You will not be able to develop the country. The people will continue to suffer. You need to recalibrate. Now, people will tell you, Bugger, they're gonna tell you, oh, you know, listen to me, Bugger, listen to me. Somebody will tell me tomorrow, oh, you know, Costa, you know, we made a budget, but we sent it to the lawmaker, but you know, the lawmaker, they will not do it, and they will refuse to do it. You know, we just come in, so we got to take time to fix the system, so we cannot change the budget radically overnight. This is what I would do if I were president. I make my budget. Right now, you spend 89% of the budget on recurring expenditure, right? Salaries and scratch cars and gasoline and this and that and this. I recalibrate, I overhaul the entire budget. Recalibrate spending priorities. Put more money in education and healthcare, social services, infrastructure development. And then I think, rather than 89% on recurring expenditure, I cut it down. The first budget I want to cut down to 50% on recurring expenditure. Then I send my budget to the legislature. I waiting for them. I submit my budget to them. I call it a people-centered, development-oriented budget. I send my budget. Then I'm waiting for the Senator Swan to tell me that they can pass it as is. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call a damn press conference and tell the Liberian people, before I submit my budget, I call a press conference and say, fellow Liberians, for far too long, the government of our country has existed to benefit a few and not the people in whose hands all the power rests. And so my administration has committed itself to ensuring that we change the status quo and through a radical means. And so today, I am submitting a radical, people-centered, development-oriented budget to the national legislature, your elected representatives. This budget is a fundamental, radical shift from the way we have made budgets in this country. No longer will we spend all this money on salaries and gasoline and trash cars and all these things. We will put the money in hospitals and clinics, in communities all across the country to improve the quality of health and health outcomes for our people. We will spend more money on hiring better teachers in the classroom to improve education outcomes, to ensure that our kids are educated, given quality education to be able to compete with their brothers and sisters across the world. That is what we are going to do. So today I submit this budget. In this budget, we are spending, beginning this first budget, we are going to cut radically. We have cut, slice and dice and reallocated money. We cut our salaries, including my salary, including my own budget as president of the country. Then I send the budget after the press conference. I send the budget to the legislature. Then I'm waiting for the Senator Swan then to tell me that we cut their budget. Well, listen, huh? I'm waiting for them. Then they're going to say they're not going to pass the budget as is because the budget cuts everything for them, cuts all their plenty gasoline and their this and that. We cut every damn thing. We put it in more schools in Soso. We put it in clinics and hospitals in Grand Jidek, Grand Crew, Lofa, all those places. We do that. Let them tell me that they will not pass the damn budget. How the hell can a damn lawmaker who works 6 months a year, 2 days a week, make $15,000 a month when a medical doctor who went to school for 8 freaking years working to save lives makes $1,500 a month for a guy? How the hell can you tell me that? And I will tell them in this budget, we're paying medical doctors $5,000, $6,000. We are beginning that. And each doctor that works for the government will get a small vehicle. We will ensure that. Incentivize them, pay them well. Nurses and those people will pay them better. And then I say my budget. I finish tell the Liberian people what my budget looks like. It's a development, people-centered, development-oriented budget. I submit the damn budget. Then I'm waiting for the lawmakers. By the time they refuse to sign to pass the budget, what do? I go back, I call a press conference, and I tell the Liberian people. Then we get ready. I will rally the people who will march to the Capitol building. You not see President leading protests? Will lay siege on the Capitol building until those Senator Swans pass the damn budget. That is the kind of leadership you need in Liberia. But you must begin with yourself. Cut your own damn budget. Cut all that damn waste. And show it to the people and say, this is what the president used to get. This is what I cut it down to. This is what I now get. This is what these people get. This is what we're cutting it down to. This is what we're putting in the clinics and hospitals across the districts where they come from. We're going to improve the quality of life for their people, for their constituents. This is what we're going to do. The Liberian people will rise up and they will rally around you as their president and they will fight with you, Boakai. I will use the people to bully and to bully and make the lawmakers fall. They will submit to the people. As long as you stand up for the people, Boakai, the people know that you're standing up for them, that you're fighting for them, they will rally around you and they will fight with you, and the lawmakers will submit. You don't submit, we will crush you. We, the people and the president who will rally around, we will crush you. The lawmaker will pass the budget. What are you talking about? They will pass our budget. Then we pass the budget. That's what you do. That is what you do. And if you don't have that kind of president, forget it, Peking. And as a president, you said anything. What are the problems with the country? What are the things that Liberians complain about? One by one by one. All the perennial issues, the age-old issues and problems that we complain about. You make a long list of them and you start tackling them and facing them one by one by one by one by one. We complain about the land issue, okay?
Yeah.
Buy one piece of land from John Brown, most likely. John Brown not the real owner, and he sells you the land, and somebody else, and he sells it to somebody else. He says, if John Brown is the real owner, but he sells that one parcel of land to 2-3 people. That's a problem that Liberians complain about. How do I fix that? That is what a bold visionary leader does. The surveyor who surveyed the land for the same parcel of land, John Brown sold that land to Paul. That surveyor surveys the land. The same surveyor goes and John Brown sells that land to Mary. That same surveyor. You pass a strong, firm law. You sell one land to 2-3 people. We grab you and the surveyor will put you in jail for many years. That one way you fix the problem. You crooked land dealer, you selling land. We pass a fast track special corruption court. You go there, two weeks, too long. You are guilty. Soon they come there, okay, the evidence says that you own the land, yeah, you sold it to Mary last month, and then this month you signed it to Paul. Okay, y'all put a man in prison, 25 years. BP prison, carry people there. Okay? To face the girl in a hard. To face the country in a hard. I made you minister, you go to the ministry when I know you start building BB houses, you think I need to audit you. I just ask the buyer, where you get all the money from? I tell the NSA, all the millions I get you in the budget, you think you're going to go run after advocates and perceived political enemies of the government with that money? I want you to invest in equipment. Eavesdropping equipment, sophisticated equipment that can listen to telephone calls. We will redirect the resources of the NSA, retrain them, give them equipment, high-tech technology, will spy on government officials. Rather than NSA spy on opposition politicians and critics of the government, who will spy on government officials, collect information, give it to me, and every day we'll bribe one minister and put you in jail. We will set up a national incentives for anti-corruption fund. You give me information on your bossman. You work in the office for him as a secretary. You see him doing a wrong deal. You bring the evidence. We pay you money from that reward fund, and we grab your bossman. We'll put you in jail. You are the driver for him. He in the car. He making crooked deal on the phone while you're driving him. Record the damn conversation. You carry it there. We pay you money. We grab your bossman. We'll put you in jail.
Don't you think there will be more death? People coming, people witch hunting, people like if I bring information.
Bring the evidence, bring the evidence. You see, that's the excuse the other people make. Oh, don't you think people will bring the evidence? You see your boss making a crooked deal, you got camera phone, you record the man. Record your boss man. But boy, Jerry Rawlings and other people did it. Rawlings were even more radical. Rawlings ran off all the crooks and executed them. Boy. You know that? Rawlings did public executions. He said, in order for Ghana to move forward, we got to get rid of some people. A Liberian citizen bids for a contract. He's competent. His company has a track record of delivery. He bids for the project. He's supposed to win the bid. And you give it to a foreigner because he gives you a bribe. All the people on the committee who did that, they're going to go to jail. The foreigner, the Lebanese man or the crook who paid the bribe is going to get arrested, investigated, put in jail, and after a certain period of time, deported. Why you do these things after a while? Liberian people will walk in chalk line. Why they will walk in chalk line. I'm telling you, tribalism, You can end tribalism. I have the recipe. You take your kinsmen, you think they're better than the other people. You deal with all tribes the same way. In fact, I will start going for my own people first. The Pele people, the Congo people, are the first people I'll start going after. Pele man does wrong. I'll be waiting for the first Pele man to mess up so I can deal with him well. So that when I deal with the Pele man and I deal with the Congo man, then guess what? Let the crime man do nonsense. Let me go after him. Let a damn kingsman and say, I let crime people. They will not say that, Wakai. Because you know what? They saw you what you did to your own kingsman. They saw what you did to the Pele man and to the Congo man. The crime man will say, I mean, who come and talk for you? When the president was going after your own countryman, you ever heard Pele put defending? That's how you do. You fight tribalism on two fronts. Economic empowerment for all the people, treat all the people the same, and apply the law to all people and don't favor one tribe over the other. That's how you destroy tribalism, Waka. That is how you destroy tribalism. Start with your own people. Be fair. Go after everybody the same way. Apply the law to all, irrespective of what tribe or religion they come from. Do that. And before it becomes law, Abraham Day, I issue an executive order, make a national holiday for Muslims. I'm not going to the legislature to ask you first. If the president got power, executive order, Abraham Day will be celebrated as a national holiday in the country. You like it, you're not like it, I'm already president of the country. Before next election, those who get back with me, they will get used to it. What guy? That is how you fix it. All these stupid holidays you got, Joseph Dingenrao birthday and William V. Tubman birthday, we will scrap all the useless holidays and we'll have one holiday for the Liberian people who will call it National Endurance Day. All the hard time that people suffer, we will set that day aside to celebrate the people for all the hardship they suffer, all the nonsense they endure from idiots who call themselves their leaders. We're not celebrating no president birthday until the day we have a truly great president who deserves to be celebrated. My people, let me tell you something. You see in the first Liberia hard thing? People make millions and millions of dollars in your country, and they take all that money out of your economy. We will put mechanisms in place at the central bank where you will have to surrender 75% of your profits to Liberian banks. 75% of your profits, we call it profit surrender. That your profit, you will surrender it. You make that money in your country, you will surrender it there. You will not be allowed, if you make $10 million in a year, you will not be allowed to take out 7.5 million. You can only take out 2.5. Yeah. You can only take out 25%. 75% of that money will stay in our banks to increase liquidity, to increase cash flow, to make it easier to get loans. You will not take that money out of our country. You will surrender that money. It will stay in our banks. Do you know why the balance sheets of our commercial banks don't grow? The banks are always dry. They always don't have enough money. All the people who control the economy in our country, they take all their profits abroad. The money they make in our country is our money. It's in our economy. It should stay in our banks. But you know what? The reason why people don't, somebody's telling me it's easier to say these things. No, political will. That's the excuse you make for the politicians. Oh, you know, these things. Rawlings did it in Ghana. John Magufuli was doing it in Tanzania. Lee Kuan Yew did it in Singapore. Thomas Sankara did it in Burkina Faso. Paul Kagame did it in Rwanda and is still doing it. And you want to tell me it cannot be done in Liberia? You know, here is what you have not had. You have not had the kind of leader who has the balls and the vision to do it. That is what you have not had. That is what you have not had. Vision, balls, political will, courage, love of country, compassion for the people. That is what you have not had in the leaders that you've had. And the day you have such a leader, these things will happen. My people, until we have such a leader, we will continue to go in circles. Nothing will change in the country. Thank you so much. God bless you all and have yourselves a blessed day. I see you, Morgan. Bye-bye.